the Toronto Raptors. My personal favorite team in the league, and the only Canadian team in the league. I have them going 35-47, tying with the Hornets technically for the 11th spot in the East. You might be thinking this is a bit high for the Raptors, and you might be thinking I am a little biased. That might be a little true, but this isn't out of the picture for the Raptors this season. Let me start with their probably starting lineup, their projected starting lineup. They're probably going to have something like Dragic at the point guard, then Van Vliet, maybe OG. When Siakam comes back, they're going to put him in, and then probably at the center, they're going to have Precious Achiuwa. And then off the bench, I'm going to say the bench because I'm a Raptors fan. They're probably going to have Malachi Flynn, Gary Trent Jr., maybe Svi Mikhailuk, Scotty Barnes, and Kem Birch, or maybe even Scotty Barnes, Chris Boucher, Kem Birch when Chris Boucher comes back. But yeah, it's gonna be. Last year was a very interesting season for the Raptors. Yeah, it was a really interesting season for the Raptors. They had a lot to deal with COVID and injuries, and a lot of stuff happened. COVID messed up Siakam a lot, and you could tell in the way he was playing, he was way off, and he needed help. He just wasn't himself, and that's the main reason why the Raptors struggled. First of all, for all the people saying the Raptors are bad without Kawhi, please stop. Like, they were good in 2020. They were the second seed, but they lost to the Celtics. They lost Gasol. They lost Ibaka. Siakam was affected by the virus, and we were the 4 seed in February even this year. But then Van Vliet, Siakam, and OG all came down with the virus, and they were out for a good month. So that sucked. So of course, that started a whole big losing streak, and then the Raptors started tanking. But at the end of the day, I'm kind of glad that happened, because in the end, they did get Scotty Barnes, and Scotty Barnes is turning out to be really good. So let me start by talking about the rookies. The Raptors surprised everybody by picking up Scotty Barnes instead of Jalen Suggs, and everybody thought that they were going to pick Jalen Suggs to replace Lowry, but instead they got Barnes, and they have him now to replace. Now they have him not really to replace anybody in particular, since they already have OG and Siakam as their guards, or as their forwards. So Barnes is really just there. I guess maybe he could be an injury replacement while Siakam is gone, but I'm not saying that Barnes isn't good and that Barnes shouldn't be on the team. Barnes is an amazing player from what I've seen so far. He can play make, he can defend, he has a little bit of scoring in him, and with the Raptors' development, he's definitely going to turn out to be a great player. I think I already said that exact sentence in the preseason overreactions video, but I'm going to say it again, because it's true. Barnes is a great player, and he has a lot of potential to become even greater, so I think that Barnes is going to be good. And then the other picks were Delano, Banton, and David Johnson, both second-round picks. Banton looks pretty good so far. I'm kind of excited to see him playing. I haven't seen much of David Johnson play, but he could be good too. At the end of the day, I'm just happy the Raptors got some youth on their team, because young guys always come with potential. And with the Raptors' development system especially, potential is amazing. So that's really most of all I had to say about the rookies. That's what I'm trying to say. Did they really put that man in 2K? If you don't know, the Raptors superfan Nat Batia, he has a turban, and I'm pretty sure that guy has a turban. Or is that a beanie? I really can't tell. You know what? Let me stop talking about that. OG Anunoby. he is one of my most improved player picks this year. Mainly, yes, because I'm a Raptors fan, but also because I really think that he's going to have an improved season. With Siakam out for the first few months of the year, or about first month of the year, OG can take that role. Also with Lowry being out, or Lowry being gone, I'm going to talk about that after, but yeah, with Lowry being gone, OG, there's a lot of extra points, a lot of extra touches on the board, so OG can take some of that responsibility, maybe be a 20 point per game scorer. VanVleet was already a borderline 20 point per game scorer, so he's gonna bring that. But I think OG can have a breakout season this year, honestly. Not all-star type season, but he can have a really, really good season. Continuing on, Kyle Lowry is not a Toronto Raptor. That would be weird to think about, because for all my, well, not all of my life, I'm not that young, but for all my time as a Raptors fan, I've had Kyle Lowry on the Raptors, and it's gonna be weird to see him not in a Raptors jersey this year. But at the end of the day, I like Precious. Dragic is decent. I'm not crazy about Dragic, but he does bring about half of what Lowry brings, which is defense and leading. Honestly, I think Fred VanVleet would be better to lead the team, because Dragic specifically said he didn't want to really be here. But at the end of the day, we need a leader. It could be VanVleet, it could be Dragic. One of the two is going to have to step up and take Lowry's spot. I'm hoping it's VanVleet. Maybe you guys want it to be Dragic. Who knows? But that's my opinion. Gary Trent Jr. is another guy on the Raptors who I really like. He's actually really young still, and they got him in the trade for Norman Powell. With Norman Powell, they traded Norman Powell for Gary Trent Jr. and Rodney Hood. Rodney Hood they let go of in free agency and he signs elsewhere, but Gary Trent is still on the team. They extended him, and he has potential to be good. He can score, he can defend. He hit a game winner against the Wizards last year, so he has potential. Precious Achiuwa has potential. He was just a rookie or sophomore, I think, in his rookie or sophomore year. He's a good center, and the Raptors needed a center to be on the team, just to be there, literally just to be there. They needed a center, because right now their only bigs were Ken Birch and Chris Boucher. Aaron Baines used to be on the team, but Aaron Baines was bad. So I'm glad that they got another young big who can hopefully get better and help the Raptors in the future. At the end of the day, you always know I'm going to be a Raptors fan. Just look at my title. Just look at my profile picture for my channel. You know I'm a Raptors fan. So, you know I'm always going to be talking about the Raptors a lot. Before anything, most of the time. But, yeah. That's pretty much it for this video. I mean, Siakam is another player to talk about. And he did have a not bad season, but he had a slower season last year. Worse than he usually would have. So at the end of the day, he's gonna have I'm hoping he has a bounce back year this year. So of course you're hoping Siakam has a bounce back year, but I'm really focused on OG, Trent, and VanVleet. Mainly OG and Trent, really, because they're the younger guys on the team, and I want to see their improvements in the year. And yeah, because I've watched OG grow as a Raptor, and I cannot wait to see him during the regular season balling out and maybe even winning a most improved player award. Who knows? Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, share, comment down below your tips, tricks, or ideas. You have me on this channel. That'll be for me today. I'll see you guys next time. I'm out. Peace.